Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Tuesday, January the 9th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your room. Any questions for me? This is the email address you can use. This is a link to get into our free trading room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to participate in our room. This is a subscription link, and I typically open the room at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time and share my screen and get live on the mic. And usually I run to about 3:30 Eastern Time. Today I'll be a little bit earlier than that. But let's take a look at what happened today. CANN, this is one that I wanted to watch. This is a pink sheet stock, obviously part of the cannabis sector. I was saying in the pre-market that I wanted to take this on a 10 break. Now, unfortunately, it ran, and because this is an OTC pink sheet stock, sometimes it's difficult to get a fill. Even if you go in at the ask, it can take a while. Bottom line is, I did get a fill at 1040, and I also have sort of a core position in this one around 871. So, you know, I'm looking at this whole sector, of course, as trying to make the big move as cannabis gets more and more accepted throughout the states. However, look what it did. It got up to $11, and then it started to fall. And this is the index for the cannabis sector. And I don't know if any specific news came out. I know on Thursday last week. Take a look at Thursday last week. Right there, this is when Jeff Sessions came out, the Attorney General came out, and sort of bit of an indictment of the industry and all. But then it looks like it shook it off. So I don't know though if he's come out with if the AJ or somebody else's AG has come out with some more information about that. But obviously this is going to be a fight between the federal government and the individual states. So there are still going to be some shakeups galore in this. So I did sell at 1040. I did sell some at 1070, and I sold a lot down here. So I am looking to get back in it though. I just like to see this thing kind of settle down a bit. ALDR was a great one. I know a few people in the room, Real and Dusty, mentioned this one. It also was on an alert of mine, I think a price alert of mine. Take a look at the daily on this, and you can see that had a beautiful break yesterday, and I was watching to see whether or not it could have another break over that number 16. And so when it did, I got into this trade at 1650 for the first time. Got in at 1650 right about here. Right about here, and then I got knocked out. I took a 10-cent loss, but I was diligent and kept watching it and got back into the trade when it broke right over here, actually right there. Got back into the trade at 1660, which was very fortuitous. So got back into the trade right here, and then look at the move it made. So I took some out at 1760, right about here, to get that dollar, just a psychological level. To have some fun, take out $1. Was able to withstand that pullback, and now it's still up in this area. If it moves back a little bit lower, I'll probably get out of everything, but I'd love to see it take that break of 18 again. I tried the same thing with ITCI, and it looks like it is starting to come back. I got into this one, and I should actually say that IBB, which is one of the sectors or one of the ETFs for the bio sector, very hot today. And so that's why, taking a look at these bios, and I'm going to take a look at a couple of the Holly alerts. So I got into this one again. If you look at the daily, no, I'm sorry, I'm sort of jumping around here, but you always have to look at the daily chart to see what sort of, look left and look at the potential to start to fill this void area. So again, I got into this one at 1815. And unfortunately, I got a little bit greedy. I should have taken some off up in this area, and I didn't. And basically, I got out around here kind of flat. But take a look at a couple of the Holly trades. Still in ACAD. So Holly, here was the alert at 2780. And I got in just over the whole number break. Got in at 2803. So got in right there and had a pretty nice move. I did take some out at 28.36. And what I should do is show you what the daily looks like, because this was coming from bullish trend change. So you see what happened here is look at all these candles down. These on the daily chart, and then so what Holly is looking at once all the filters were satisfied was the potential for a bullish trend change. So a lot of the bios that have this sort of a pattern. Here is another one that was alerted from Holly, LJPC, La Jolla. See this? Look at this move down, and there's the alert. I mean, this is just a great alert. I did not get into this one, unfortunately. But there's the alert, 28.85, and boom. I mean, it's at 30 right now. I mean, the one I kind of selected was Acadia, but I mean, you could have taken either. Now, one of the things that I said in the room that, people ask me, and we get the question all the time, well, how do you use Holly? Well, when you see a hot sector like IBB was today, so the bios were hot, and Holly had two alerts, LJPC and ACAD, in that sector, I would really watch those like hawks, and this is the one I took, and sort of the LGPC, I wanted it, LJPC, I did want it, but it went a little too quickly. I think I was trying to put a buy in this area right there, and it went a little too quickly for me, and I just couldn't get it. I just didn't feel like chasing it. In retrospect, sure, it would have been great if I chased it, but the time you chase, that one time you decide I'm going to chase, then that's when it drops $1 or $2 in a second. So, that's why I just have to train myself not to chase. There's so many opportunities in the market that, you can't beat yourself up when you miss one. Or 10, because there will be another one coming by. This is one that I could have beat myself up on also. We saw this one in the pre-market, an absolutely astounding move. I tried to get some right there. I kept missing it. Tried to get some right there. I missed it, and got halted several times. Drug company, I think it has something to do with opioids, and this is just an amazing, amazing move. But as I said in the room, people who are new and they see a move like this and they think, man, oh man, I guess there can never be a move like that again. I mean, it's up 150% right now. It's up 670 on an $11 stock. We see this, I'm not saying every single day, but I guarantee, 2 or 3 times a week. I shouldn't say guarantee. We seem to see these things at least once, twice a week. So just because I've missed this one, many in the room got this, don't worry, there'll probably easily be another one like this tomorrow, or sometime next week, and just have to be a little more maybe paying more attention. I probably should have taken this right here at 739, put an order in. I'm not 100% sure, even if I had put an order in, how many shares I would have got, though, because I think it just flew right through there. Anyway, definitely an exciting day, and this is another one that I took. This is kind of what I worry about, the DFFN. This again, pre-market action. I've seen this one before. It's a low floater. It never seems to have trend continuation. I did end up taking this trade at 172, and I sold at 190, wondering if it could wonder if it could break through that whole number. It did kind of, but then it just fell down, and that's kind of always what I'm worried about with these little ones, that you try to get too greedy, and then this is what can happen to you. So that's why I always want to take, if it pops quickly, I always take some profit, and then I don't have to worry so much if it goes right back down to where I bought it. All right, well, again, excitement galore in the room, and one other one I want to mention is I'm now out of my Ruby swing. A little bit of a disappointment. I was hoping that it would keep going, obviously, a lot more. Take a look at the daily. I still will continue to watch this one. Got into this one yesterday at 217 and actually ended up taking a 2-cent loss. Got up to 230, but I think what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to set an alert at 231 and see if it can take out this, almost the high today and yesterday, and then see if it can really start to move and get up, up close to that 350 level. All right, everybody, that is it for today. Let me just bring up the capture program. So again, if you have any questions for me, this is the email address you can use. This is a link to get into our free room, and this is a subscription link, and I'll open the room tomorrow at around 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I'll share my screen and get live on the mic at about 9:05. So have a great evening, everybody, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.